hoping that the weather cooperates for our boys of summer there in Omaha. A little bit better than maybe what is going to cooperate for the baseball fields here at home.
Yeah, we're just watching a few isolated thunderstorms here today, Randy. So you may get rained on here a little bit. Not a washout here, right? But we're just watching for that potential. Maybe those thunderstorms today could produce the ponding of water on some of the roadways, maybe some of the puddles on the side of the streets and sidewalks that you might notice. It's pretty much that type of day today, and not everybody is going to see it. But WDSU First Warning Doppler radar scanning and showing what's currently happening out there. And we're seeing some of those showers and a few thunderstorms that are still ongoing across parts of the area. They're mainly up towards the North Shore from what I can tell right now. Hammond and Ponchatoula right now getting a little bit of some light activity. That is drifting its way towards the north. Nothing significant in terms of that right now. However, up towards Thibodaux, or just north of there rather, there has been a little bit of some light showers and some thunderstorms here too. These are drifting towards the river parishes as we speak here as well. But again, the rest of us just looking pretty dry. A couple of light spotty showers and storms near the coast. But all of us, though, at this hour are currently looking very warm and, of course, humid, with current temperature readings into the upper 80s. Some spots already getting close to that 90-degree mark. In fact, Bogalusa currently reporting that right now. And you can see our heat index values or feel-like temperatures well over 100 degrees in some locations here at the moment, too. So the forecast for the rest of the day: isolated storms, heavy rain possible with some of those storms that could develop. Otherwise, expect another hot and humid day with heat index values topping off around 105 degrees. Forecast high temperatures mainly into the low 90s across much of southeast Louisiana. Maybe a tad cooler towards the coast, upper 80s here if that, but you can see our high temperatures for the most part in general for New Orleans are into the lower 90s through the weekend and also as we head into next week as well. That doesn't really change too much, but it's actually pretty close to average. The average high temperature is 90 degrees for this time of the year, so it's not unheard of to see these type of temperatures here in around mid-June. All right, so let's talk about the weather, because we are looking at a level 1 marginal risk of flash flooding for most of southeast Louisiana, as some of those showers and thunderstorms that could develop today, mainly during those later afternoon hours, could produce some heavy downpours that could lead to some localized street flooding. You could see by 3 p.m. scattered to isolated thunderstorms begin to develop across parts of southeast Louisiana, and that trend will pretty much continue through the evening hours up to about 8 p.m. You can still see some spotty showers, hit miss stuff going on across parts of the area. Let's fast forward into overnight tonight. A lot of it begins to wind down. We turn pretty cloudy by that point and also pretty humid, but there is a stray risk of a shower or thunderstorm towards the metro and south shore spots. And by 7 a.m. tomorrow, we start off pretty cloudy, isolated shower possible in some locations, but we start to watch for the more bulk of the energy begin to develop just back to the west of us by noon tomorrow, and all of that begins to move its way east towards most of southeast Louisiana by 4 p.m. in the day. And again, some heavy downpours could be possible, maybe a strong thunderstorm as well. And by 8 o'clock in the evening, it's still pretty much going on still towards the south shore as well. Here's 10 o'clock tomorrow, and then you can see everything begins to subside before maybe another round of some showers and storms develop once again by early Saturday morning, and then pretty much dissipating by 6 a.m. on Saturday, with yet another round possible coming up, with rain chances looking pretty medium, between 40 to 60%. As far as the tropics go, everything is quiet and no development is expected anywhere over the next 7 days. All right, your WDSU First Warning 7-day forecast. Chances of rain and storms pretty much each day, with highs mainly into the 90s.